Hey YouTube, mini bike build video number 2. Just going to discuss my plans, and I got a lot of stuff figured out. Now altogether, when it's fully built, it's going to be around probably about $500. And winter is coming up, so you know you're not going to really ride in the winter. And I was hoping to get some riding in by Halloween. Got, I think, 27 days until that. It's like the 31st, something like that. I don't know. Well, we still got like a month. You know, it's like the 3rd day of October or whatever. But yeah, this is my list of what I'm going to do very soon, or as soon as I get about. This is going to cost about $200, like a little less, but with shipping and everything, it'll be a little bit more than that. But here it is. 3 horsepower flywheel, which I actually already have because I have a 3 horse Briggs motor in the garage. It's actually on my bike now. It came with it. Billet rod, stock length, 26 mil Mikuni carb, an intake manifold from Raikens Racing. It's actually made for a Tillotson, but there shouldn't be any problem with it fitting. It's a 1.125 inch bore. There should be no problem there. Now a lot of you might say that 26 is too big. I'm gonna have to disagree with you because I had a 26 on my last 5, actually on the motor that I have now, but when it was stock, and I used a manifold that I took from a Tecumseh intake manifold, and it was diagonal bolt holes, and then it came down into vertical or horizontal bolt holes. So I mean, it worked out great. I mean, but it was just the bore wasn't big enough for a 26 mil, obviously. So I mean, yes, I still may have a little bit of an issue tuning it, but I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. Like I said, yeah, intake manifold from Raikens Racing has a pulse fitting on it. Angle cut exhaust from OMB Warehouse. High compression Horstman head that you guys already know that I have. Fuel pump, because actually the motor that my bike had came with was really old. It has a very old carb on it that's actually not even diaphragm. It's very weird. I can't really explain it. And it's in the gas tank is actually mounted right on the engine, but it's different from a Pulsajet. It's on the opposite side, and it bolted the head. I think I'm gonna try and keep that, you know, just for the convenience. And then I'm gonna get a fuel pump, Mikuni fuel pump, and I'm gonna get some fresh rings and a gasket kit. Now, I'm going to get rings just to bump up the compression a little bit, you know, because the motor being as, I guess, old as it is, I mean, like, they're technically shot, but I mean, it'll still go for a long time. So that's really just to freshen it up. And then the gasket kit, you know, just because I'm taking the motor's completely apart, so, you know, why wouldn't you get new gaskets? And then hopefully by springtime, when the next riding season comes around, I will be hoping to have an 03 SS cam. In my last video, I want to say I was choosing between 03 SS and the 94, or actually 93 SS, and then I came across the 94 SS, which was even better. It's a extremely popular hot stock cam, but I chose the 03 over the 94 because it revved, I think, another 500 RPMs more, and it had I want to say like another. I think that the 94 brought it from was 0.263 lift, and then this one is about 0.290 lift. And you know, like I said, it gave out some more RPM, so I'm gonna go with that. And it wasn't too hard on the block, and I wouldn't have had to weld the tappets. I'm gonna get one 1/1000th wider billet lifters, a full rebuild kit. I'm trying to go about 30 over on the bore, like I just like the rebuild kits because it's, you know, it's fresh valves and everything. There's a machine shop around the corner from my house. It's called Jim Cylinder Shop. He does very good work for cheap. So I want to get a bore and port and polish. I have all the angles down for the valves and, you know, the differences. And I'm going to go with the Tillotson 304WX carb, or it's HL304WX. It's a gas It's a gas carb with a 1-inch bore and then .875 Venturi, which I actually don't know what that is, but there was another carb that was very similar, and the Venturi was a little bit smaller, so I figured that, you know, if it was a bigger Venturi, I was assuming that it was like a bigger carb in some way, and it was the same price, so I mean that's really kind of just going, you know, like what I thought. Billet aluminum flywheel. I'm not positive on whether I'm going to buy this or not, for the reason being that the 3 horsepower flywheel may be as light, if not lighter, than the billet one. And when people talk about flywheel grenade explosion, that whatever you want to call it, I mean, like they think about it a lot, but it's also it doesn't happen as much as like people make it out. So yeah, going with that. And then if I get the billet flywheel, I'll be using a 30-degree advanced timing key, or .30, whatever it is, because that's what it demands, I guess. And then dual valve springs, you know, for the new cam. But yeah, so my for now type list will be running me, like I said, around 200, and then this is going to be about another 250, depending on if I get exactly this or if I change some things around. And just in case you care, the billet rods are $60. The carb is $30. The manifold is $32 off Rikens Racing. Like I said, like it's a great site actually. It's wonderful for. They have a lot of flathead. Well, they're Raptor and OHV, which is mostly animal parts. That's where I'm getting the intake manifold from, because that's the only place I could actually find one that wasn't, you know, $100 and something just for the manifold itself. Like Dyno Cams, it's like $50 or $60 just for the manifold, and I don't even think that they made them to bolt to Raptor blocks. The exhaust, it's only $27. I don't really think the exhaust is much of anything special, but I figure, it's nice and thick, so for nice high flow exhaust, and it's gonna look nice on the bike. That's from OMB Warehouse, $27, like I said. My high compression Horseman head I got off eBay for I think $80. The fuel pump is from Riken Racing as well. That was $14. I don't know like what you would call this, but it's like dual outlet, I guess. You know, one in from the tank to the pump, from the pump to the carb, and then from the manifold to the top with the pulse jetting for it. And then rings and gasket are coming off eBay for like $25, I guess. I mean, it's just some stock replacement rings just to bump the compression a little bit and to give it some life. Now, what I was going to do was buy the whole rebuild kit, have it board and all that before I put the cam and everything in. But I said, why did that make sense if I'm going to be, you know, tearing up a fresh top end, like a really fresh top end for like moderate performance, when I'm going to have even more power getting pushed through the engine? It didn't really make sense. But yeah, that's what I got for you for now. I guess I'd like to thank DC and a lot of other people for helping me through this. And check out my my boy Dirt Bike Vid 96. Check him out. Have a good day. Thanks.